Hi Chirag, how are you?
Yeah, I'm good, thanks. How are you, Mohit?
I'm also good. Thank you for joining, Chirag. So we can start your interview with HTML, CSS first, then we will move to JavaScript and React. Okay,
Okay.
thank you. Chirag, tell me about yourself, your experience related things, how many years of you have experience and how many project you are working, and your educational background also, please include.
Sure. So I done my education as an MCA since
Mm-hmm.
2021, and my
Mm-hmm.
bachelor degree I have completed it 2019. So once
Okay.
after completing my bachelor degree, I directly joined one of the company and starting my career as an PHP developer in the start of my career, and
Mm-hmm.
I done my master degree as in distance education. So I have overall like around 6 years of experience with mainly like a front end technology with React.js,
Mm-hmm.
and with React I have worked with multiple UI libraries like MUI, Bootstrap, Chakra UI, and in multiple npm libraries like React Router, also like on Redux part. So that
Mm-hmm.
kind of work I have done in my career. And if we
Mm-hmm.
are talking about the domain base, so I have done like crypto related stuff, stock market or CRM based system like insurance, real estate CRM. So that kind of stuff I worked in my career. Yeah, that's all from my side.
Okay. As I show your resume, you are in freelancer also, right?
Yes.
Okay. So, are you currently working somewhere or are you searching job?
No, I'm searching job.
Okay. So, okay, then we will start with HTML question first. So what's the difference between semantic and non-semantic tag in HTML?
So if we are talking about like core HTML, so I want that kind of knowledge with the core HTML and like a
Mm-hmm.
CSS part and all. So like as per
Mm-hmm.
previous, I worked like we have already like a, front end designer and all. So like if there is like minor kind of updation is then I'll be able to do. But like most of the
Mm-hmm.
my work is related to development itself. So
So you are not having a work on HTML generally.
yes.
Okay. So you are have you any HTML developer if you are developing something?
Yes, we have HTML and CSS designer.
Okay. So you are completely in development field.
Yes.
Okay. So do you have any general knowledge about CSS grid? What is CSS grid and what is Fluxbox? Something? No?
Like grid I have idea, like it will
Mm-hmm.
consider as a 12 number of column. So
Mm-hmm.
based on that, like if we mark it as a like col md3 or col
Mm-hmm.
ml3, so it will consider as a 12 number of column, and third of the portion will take as an one kind of like column. So it will
Mm-hmm.
consider as a three column, so like that it will working.
Okay, got it. So, have you know the word about critical CSS?
Critical css, no.
Mm, and that is used to improve performance for Next.js application, something.
No.
Okay, no problem. And one more thing, it's a general question, ki how do you handle responsive image? If you have any image, how do you do it to responsive? Any
Yeah.
CSS property in your mind or something?
Yes, so firstly we can give the height and width based on like a percentage, not on pixel wise. Yeah,
Yes, correct.
or through that REM or something.
Okay. What is relative and absolute and fixed position? It's generally I'm talking about mostly I will move to the JavaScript and React. Generally, I'm just checking your knowledge something.
Okay. So,
Mhm,
like a relative, like a fixed position in the sense like if we are showing some kind of image in top of the
mhm,
left side of portion, so that position is fixed. We can't be able to move that image or something. And if screen content will change, but that
mhm,
position will not change of that image. And a relative in the sense like if we are showing some kind of content as an hand in
mhm,
header, so it will change based on our background
mhm,
content accordingly. And
mhm.
another is relative fixed.
Fixed and absolute.
absolute. So absolute I have used in such a kind of
Mm-hmm.
content, like if we are showing like a footer, so
Mm-hmm.
footer position is like we can make it as a below zero, so it will showing like in down of the side, and also we can give that CSS as a absolute, but haven't exact idea like what is the purpose of that. So I have used, but not any idea
Mm-hmm.
related to purpose of absolute CSS.
No problem. Have you worked EM or REM property in CSS?
Yes, yes, I have
Um,
used.
what's the different? Why we use EM? Why we use REM?
I've used REM, not EM, but I think it's
Mm-hmm.
related to our windows and screen size. So based on that, our content will make it size accordingly.
Okay. Okay. Let's move to the JavaScript part then. And what's the difference between null, undefined, and NaN?
Yes. So NaN means like not a number. So if we are
Mm-hmm.
passing checking a number like is num,
Mm-hmm.
or we are passing as a string, so it's written as a in NaN. And null in the
Mm-hmm.
sense like we have like one of the object, like object in the inner there,
Mm-hmm.
like a name property is there, but there is no value, there is a value as a null. So
Mm-hmm.
if we are consoling out that name, it will return as a null value. If we are consoling out that email, so in the sense like email is want there in our object, in that case it will return as an undefined, because that value is the value itself is not there. Here the
Yes.
value is there, but value is null.
Yes. Undefined means like variable declare but not assigned. And
Right,
null means intentionally empty something.
right.
Okay, correct. Uh, what's the event delegation?
It means like we want to like do some kind of like event delay, that kind of you're mean
Mm,
to us.
no, event delegation like parent property passed to the their event bubbling like this. Delegation. Event bubble then check to the their event dot target. Something like this.
No.
Okay, if you are not, then it's okay. So what's the closure with example? Can you explain?
Yes, so closure in the sense like one function can take the like value of a parent component and return the argument of that same. In the
Mm-hmm.
sense like we are doing some kind of like calculation or doing some kind of process inside one of the another function. So we no need to call that like main our calculation logic each time. We just call that argument as an directly, and it will save that previous value and return that updated value.
Okay, any example in your mind how closure work?
Sure. If we are doing that thing as a again,
Yes.
like 2 and 3. So each time it won't consider as a I value is 0. First time it will return as a 1, second time 2, third time 3, like that.
Yes, that's perfect. Correct. Okay. If we have, can you write one console log empty string is equal to not is equal to empty string. How is the output?
Like this.
Yes, empty string is equal to not equal to sign, then and then again empty string. What's the output? No, no,
Just let me
I'm
comment it.
asking. You just
Okay, you are asking with me. Yes,
uh,
so
is it
it will return. It will return as a false.
okay? And if we okay, run it, you can check. Uh, if we change that string to array, then
And also it will just a second. It will also return as a false.
why?
Yeah, because like it will consider as a type of value as in like a numeric and string only. It won't
Mhm.
consider the value of object and array.
Okay, run it. Actually, it's true because that empty array is work as a truthy value concept. Truthy
Okay.
value is compared to the zero, then that is like this. That is also for
Oh,
that is false. Yeah.
mm.
Okay. If we within console log, if we add two object, so what's the output then?
Instead of array.
Yeah, that is the object. We need to addition these two object.
Okay, in inside array.
No, no, not inside array. Just a simple object we need to add. Simple blank object we need to add.
At where
Add
in which? Okay, I
add
need to
its
remove that.
remove everything,
Oh,
and one object plus other object plus object. What's the output in this case? What do you think?
sorry, I have no idea.
Actually, that is some typical things where that is changed to the string or object changed to the string,
Even I
then
am
print
also
object. That is mostly more than 6 year experience student I am asking. Generally, if you are pretty much confidence, that's why I am thinking you know it. No problem. You can run it. You can check. No problem.
yeah, and I am also
Mhm.
thinking so due to that
Mhm.
plus icon, but
That
I'm
is
not
changed.
confident.
That is changed to the string within object. No problem. And write a function to like debounce a search input.
Okay,
Mhm.
like after putting some of the value like a 2 to 3 character, then only it will
Mhm.
call the API. That case.
Yes, correct, correct. You know debouncing concept, no?
Yes.
Yes, no problem.
Need to run or just need to showing
Just
code?
just give
That's
me the idea of how to do it. If you want, you can write a code. Coding
mm,
session is different. I'm having. I'm just want to
okay.
idea how the debouncing work. How
Okay.
is it to do it?
So, as in, like, let me explain you our React.js purpose. So,
Mm-hmm.
perspective. So, I'm using one of the input, and over there, like, I'm using on change event, and on change
Mm-hmm.
event, I'll call one of the hook.
Mm-hmm.
Like,
Mm-hmm.
I'm updating one of the hook. like
Mm-hmm.
a name or values or something. So based on values updation, like I'm calling one of the use effect. So use
Mm-hmm.
effect will only trigger once after value updation, and inside the use effect I am calling one of the set timeout function. So
Yes.
once, sorry.
Yes, yes, correct, correct. Carry on, please.
So on set timeout, I'm putting like certain kind of like seconds, like 1 second or 2 second, and once after it is triggering, I'm checking that updated value of updated value, in the sense like if user already put 3 characters, so I'm taking that updated 3 character only and calling the API throughout there.
Okay. Generally, where we can use this debouncing concept?
In searching part or in scrolling part, that time.
Yes. Okay, correct. Everything is good. So, write a code who's having if you have a string like any paragraph, if you having, I want the
Hmm.
largest word in this particular paragraph.
Okay, largest
Hmm.
word.
In largest
Okay,
word.
I'm putting anything
Yes.
over here.
Yes. Correct.
Yes, we'll put that largest character over here.
Can you do something more character in your string? Can you modify it some?
Sure. Let me do uh, 111 at 20 time.
Yes, yes, do it. Okay, then run it. Yes, correct. And I need one more question regarding the logical way. Uh,
Hmm.
I need to remove the duplicate value from array without using set.
Okay. So in that case, I'll remove that largest character logic. Huh?
Yes, yes, remove it, remove it. Even if you change that string to the array within array.
String to the array. Okay,
Yes,
okay,
yes.
okay.
I want the remove the duplicate value from the array.
No issue. I'm already converting it into array, so
Yes,
that bit
yes.
I will
That's
check.
why. That's why.
Yes, it is removing the text because text is repeated. If
Yes.
I'll copy it out and paste it over here in the between those character, so it also not consider this.
Yes, correct. Your logic is good according to me. Okay, thank you. So we need to move on the React.js part and then. Okay. Explain virtual DOM versus real DOM.
Yes. So virtual DOM is also copy of a real DOM itself, but virtual
Mm-hmm.
DOM is quite better compared to real DOM. It's less memory wastage and quick faster compared to real DOM. Why? Because like when
Mm-hmm.
any kind of updation is triggered into our DOM, real DOM is update whole kind of DOM. In our virtual DOM, it will check like what kind of updation is there and it will update those kind of portion only, not update whole kind of DOM. So that is the main difference, and that's why our virtual DOM is better compared to real DOM.
And how many way we need to reconciliation in React?
Reconciliation like did mount, did update, and that thing, or something else are you asking?
Like virtual DOM, portal, that thing. Portal, have you heard about this portal name?
No, I haven't.
Okay, no problem. Uh, what are React hook and explain more detail in use memo and use callback?
Yes, so React
Mm,
Hook is basically provide in our functional component to achieve our web application related functionality whichever
mhm,
we want into our scenario. So there is a multiple hook like use state, use effect, use memo, use callback, use ref
mhm,
or
mhm,
react or memo. And as you mentioned, like difference between use memo and use callback. So use memo, if we are using one of the component over there is one of the variable as an state or something as an
mhm,
variable. So that state value is keep updating again and again, but
mhm,
if we are seeing, so that value is updating with same value, like updation is trigger but that value is same. To
mhm,
avoid that scenario, to avoid that re-rendering over there, we can able
mhm,
to use memo.
mhm,
Similar as an use callback, if our component rendering again and again, like sorry, on a functional level our function is rendering again and again, but that logic like a logic over there is same, also returning that same value. So also we can able to memorize those function, and like we can check like if it is any updation is there, then only it will render, else not, in our use callback
So,
hook.
so we can use memo can be replace use callback.
No, both have like their own benefits and advantage. Like use memo is working for state level and use callback is working for functional level.
Okay, so everywhere we can use callback whenever we required is the repetition of code or re-rendering your function.
No, if we are considered as a function, we also can able to take it as an argument in our functional component, right? Like use
Mm-hmm,
const, then we can able to define arrow function, or
mm-hmm,
the it returning some kind of value. So that returning value, if we are if we want to make it in a use memo, then also it's possible option, because throughout that it won't consider as a function, it will consider as a variable returning value. So
yes, correct. Okay,
no.
what's the difference between class component and the functional component?
So whenever React is launched, it will launch with a class-based component. So class-based component, if we are using in our React, so in that case we have to use their own life cycles, like component did mount, unmount, and or component did update and all the thing. So there is
Mm-hmm,
as much React life cycle is there. Also need
mm-hmm,
to use their own constructor and their
mm-hmm.
rendering method and all. So in a functional component, they provide their own hooks like use state, use memo, use callback. Also, there is no any kind of like a by default rendering method is there. There is no need to define as a render and all. So that is the main difference.
Class component is ES6 based, sorry, ES5. So why we not use ES5 component? Why we use every time in functional component?
Yes. So ES6 is our updated language. It will also launch with multiple new features. So like a flatten method and multiple another thing is also there in our
Mm-hmm.
ES6 and ES7. And
Mm-hmm.
apart from that, like hooks is also launched in ES6. That is there is arrow function and many kind of updation is there in ES6. So that's why.
So, I'm asking why the class component is going to be depreciate. Uh, any drawback having class component?
Yes, there is a drawback.
Mm-hmm.
Like multiple drawback even I'll see whenever I'll start my career. Like if we
Mm-hmm.
are using component did update, in that case
Mm-hmm.
it will render each time when any kind of value is purchased or any kind of value updation is there on
Mm-hmm.
each props updation. In that case like our functional component can identify that issue in our use effect. So our use effect will only call based on dependency. If dependency value is updated, then only it will trigger. In the sense like if in our class component we want to process such a kind of activity on some kind of like value updation. So in that case also we have to write this code in our component did mount. There is no further dependency like a particular that value updation, then only our this thing is trigger. So each thing we have to return in our component did update and need to return the code base accordingly.
Okay, got it. And how does SSR in Node.js improve search engine optimization compared to CRA?
mm, Sorry, that thing I have no
Uh,
idea.
okay, no problem. What's the difference between get server side props, get static props, and get static path? Any
mm,
idea? This thing?
no.
No problem. My next question is you need to provide the Redux flow in your CRM project. Can you
Mm,
describe something that we have
sure.
clear everything? Hmm.
Yes. So we can create one of the store as a by default, and we can
Mhm.
import this into our main file in our index file or AF file, and also declare as a or declare a provider whichever we want to
Mm.
use as a Redux like Redux toolkit or any of the library over there. We can declare a provider and import our store over there. And in our store, we just can declare as a, like a middleware and our root router, root reducer over there. Root reducer
Mhm.
can include all the reducer which are necessary into our project like a user we can separatize our reducer based on our
Mhm.
scenario. So like a user reducer, product reducer, customer reducer, like that. And based on the reducer we also can create a action. So particular scenario like we are using multiple modules over there like a customer, product, user and another etc. So based accordingly it will call that action argument. So like a customer action and something. So customer action can connect with our customer reducer throughout that path. So and like a reducer can set that customer value over there. So in that case like using like use selector and get dispatcher and all. So throughout that what is the benefit like we won't merge all the thing into single place. We have separators of all the module wise. So in such a kind of case like if you want to you get that customer data in our user module, then no need to define any further thing. Just we can use selector and get the route as a customer. So it will only return customer related data over there.
So generally, you are preferring Redux or Redux toolkit?
Both the thing I have used. Mainly, I'm preferring Redux. Um,
Okay.
Currently,
So,
because like recently I've
mhm.
used that much of Redux core, Redux Dunk, and also.
Okay. So it's generally question is if you have 10,000 plus rows in your table, any table, so how do you optimize the Redux app?
So firstly, like if there is like 10,000 of row, we can make it our all the thing into server side. We won't take all the thing at once. And in our Redux, like
Mm-hmm.
if we have 10,000 of row, then we won't take all the data at once. We can store the value in one of the state, and based accordingly to our render our UI, we only can take those things like a pagination wise or scroll wise, like
Mm-hmm.
during passing that page and limit that kind of stuff.
Okay, correct. Pagination and infinite scrolling method is also there.
Yeah, right.
Virtualization you can do, memoization that is also having thing.
Yes.
Okay, one more question. I just saw your CV. In real CRM, if
Hmm.
API response take 5 seconds,
Hmm.
how do you improve your UX and UI something?
So if API response is time taking, then
Mm-hmm.
in our real estate CRM we haven't do that much of thing. We're just doing like a loader and something, and yeah,
Mm-hmm.
loader
Okay,
and something we are showing.
loader is okay. Lazy load data you are doing or caching something, React query something you
Like
are using.
lazy loading is like a totally different thing. Like if you want to use any kind of like further components or libraries or module, in that case we are making like a to delay some kind of like load and load some kind of another activity as first. But in our API deletion,
Mm-hmm.
uh, I don't think lazy loading will also work,
Okay, okay.
because it will taking the time from server itself, not from UI side. So that's why.
If you're talking about UX side, then.
If you basically like we are
Mm-hmm.
it won't take that. If it is a load in UX side, then there is a many option like a pure component, use memo, use callback, and lazy loading. That option is available for UX side or UI side only, but
Mm-hmm.
on server side it won't work. So
Yes. Okay, we can start with scenario-based question then. And
okay.
how would you secure JWT token in your Next.js app?
So in our next React, we are mainly storing our JWT token into our local storage itself as of now.
Generally, local storage is not secure. Already know that. So why don't
Yes.
we use in HTTP cookies only?
Cookies is also possible
Hmm.
option, because like if we see our now 80 to 90% APs or like already storing that JWT token into local storage itself. Like in our recent project also I worked as an like storing that token in cookies side. And one another
Hmm.
option as well, like which we are recently do,
Hmm.
we can make our UI, hold the UI, we can make it as a ready in our React.js app itself, and we can make it as a build and provide it to backend developer. So backend
Yes.
can only like deploy and like throughout the deploy, so user won't be able to get anything from there like a JWT and cookies and all the thing. So backend will
Hmm.
directly manage, so it's more secure compared to like any other thing.
Use refresh token also use that can be validated by server side ending via middleware.
Yeah,
That
right.
method we can use, no problem. Okay.
That method is only work after like a refresh token, right? Are you talking about?
Yes, I'm talking about refresh token you can also use.
Yeah, a refresh token is only work whenever our component like default token is expire or something. So until that, it's
Hmm.
not needed that refresh token. We are
That
talking about.
local
Yeah.
storage having a long term you can store something. I'm talking about the cookies things having
Okay.
some expiry date is limited. Okay, no problem. We can move to the next question. If you have any application dashboard having multiple charts and multiple filters, how do you avoid unnecessary rendering in this case?
Yes. So in that case, like if we are using multiple charts and all, so
Hmm.
we don't want like a multiple loader. So in that case, we are creating one of the parent component which include all the chart inside there. Like we have dashboard component, so
Hmm.
we are using 5 chart inside the dashboard. So we won't put the loader in each component in our charts. We can directly put that loader into outer like in our dashboard component. So when API is taking time, it will take refer like it will make the loader on main page only, not inside there.
Okay.
And once after we got the data, we can just pass those data through a props or through a redux into our chart, and it will repopulate over there.
Okay. Why we use Next.js over CRA? Why?
Yes.
Just generally, I'm asking things.
So Next.js is more supportive to SEO purpose only. If user client want to make it any kind of SEO
Okay.
friendly website, that case also it's available. And also like if client don't want to make it like separate server over there, they want to use the front like a UI and server side rendering in same of the application. So in that case also our Next.js is supportive. Based on
Okay.
that, like there is a dynamic route and all the
Hmm.
functionality is also there. But yeah, that is the main core benefits of client side.
Yes. Okay, interview is done now, and as per my knowledge, you have a good knowledge for everything except HTML, CSS. You already know that. Ki HTML, CSS, you are having some different developer, different designer. So for technically, you are good. You can freely to move anywhere. I'm pretty much sure if you do something, interview any organization, any other companies, you definitely got selected. And you already work a lot of project. I just saw your resume. So you did multiple projects. So you are also doing very well right now in your freelancer job and something. So definitely you will get a job in soon.
Sure, Mohit. Thank
Yes.
you. Thanks
Yeah.
for your feedback.
Thank you. Thank you, Chirag. If you anything ask in future, you can call me directly. You have my number.
Sure, Mohit. I will do.
Yeah. Yeah. Thank you. Thank you, Chirag, for
Thank you.
joining.
Have a great